Hello everyone, welcome to today's week ahead video. And in this episode, what we are looking at are the usual major FX pairs, where we are in this market cycle that we trade, and if there's any harmonic patterns that are identifying turning points, that's exactly what we're looking for. We'll be looking at Bitcoin, we'll be looking at XRP, Stellar, gold, having a look where we are. So let's start. So first of all, trading is risky. CFDs, spread bets, inherently high risk, and these signals aren't a regulated activity, so you're not going to be protected or have protections from the Ombudsman or the Financial Services Compensation Scheme. Let's start. So it was relatively quiet week last week, but we still piled on about 250 pips. Very good. GBP, USD, NZD, CAD. We're also in silver, so relatively quiet. A hell of a lot going on beginning of the month. We know the beginning of the month typically is a time when you see false moves, trap moves against prevailing trend. Just got to be aware of these things. A lot of moving parts. So let's start with AED CAD. AED CAD, let's refer back to the pattern, this red pattern here. Yeah, when I first was explained to it, I was like, are you serious? And doubted the ultimate granularity of it is zooming into that pattern is what the charts are made of. Every single set of movements, you can always pick it out. Even here, look, 1, 2, 3, and it's topped and tailed by a double. You can see the double there. You can see the W there. It's in front of you, right? And then, you zoom out and it's a bigger version of it. 1, 2, 3. So that's a complete cycle. You can see each level has 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But look how they disguised everyone with this big W and then fitted the pattern in there. It's never going to be served up all the same. It's the same thing here. You can see it here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then they extended the top here. It's just everywhere. 1, 2, 3. And in this one, they had a 1, 2, 3 as well. That's what this whole methodology is based on, basically. Where we can identify that pattern, if we can identify we're at 2, we know that we're going to drop to 3. If we can identify that we're at 1, we know we're going to have 2 and 3 to play for. So in this particular instance, if you have a look what we've seen on the way up, we can say that that could be complete, but we understand patterns run from peak to peak. So we still have this doubt that, are we going to fill it in up here? And is ultimately all of this potentially a consolidation? Is it? I don't know. I just don't know. Could be. Could all be a big consolidation zone. And if that is the case, then we are going higher. Now, you've got to then look at what evidence you have to suggest that maybe we are going higher. So first of all, this structure here has contained all of that. So we haven't broken lower. All of this looks like we've broken lower, but the wicks are still in contact with all of these candles. So that would fake a lot of people. Many people would think that that's a break, that's a second break, and expecting a third, and it's being taken away from them here. On the flip side, you can see that we've completed a 1, a 2, and a 3. The W is not the same equalness, but, second leg lower than the first. But we've also broken structure up, and then we've done a 1, 2, 3. That's putting a lot of pressure on that zone there. So the odds actually favor higher prices for me. If we have a look at this let's start on the 4-hour, it'd be easier to see. So on the 4-hour, this is absolutely primed. This is primed. I'm very surprised this hasn't already gone. I'm really, really surprised this hasn't gone because I would have taken that. It only gave 20 pips though. That's the issue. But this is a top setup here. It's a top setup where I'm surprised we aren't up. You can see the 1, 2, 3 to the high. You can see it again, 1, 2, 3 to the high. Yeah, this is quite interesting because I would still be in this trade now with the drawdown. I'll take that drawdown for this trade. So this is crazy priority for next week. AD CAD. All right, is there anything on supporting our thesis other than higher highs and higher lows? Not really. The only problem with getting long here is you can see this pattern is finished. If this second push was up here, you know you've got more legs to run on that. So for now, yes, it's a long. I want to know when we're breaking that high. I will save that chart. All right, moving on. ADCHF, double bottom at the minute. Big old double bottom. So the big pattern is this. Remember, 1, 2, 3 up, 1, 2, 3 down. There's the 1, there's the 2, there's the 3. Let me just draw it in so you can see. 1, 2 up. This is all consolidation for me because we've come below and come above and we're over the 800. So that is level 1. This is level 2. We're over the 50. And this for me is pointing at this shoulder, head and shoulder, billions, the whole planet seeing that, wanting to go short, and the same again here, short, short, short. But this neckline is holding out. This neckline hasn't actually, has it broken structure? Let me have a look. Has broken structure here. Has broken structure there, but we came quickly back within the zone. And since we were, this outside structure is just going to contain price. So living on the edge, risky trade, ADNZD. Finally detached from the last low here. So now we are breaking lower. So trying to put you in the context where we are here, we have 1, 2, 3 up, and this is a big level 1. So we're at the top of level 1, and we expect this to play out. So now we're looking for signs that we really have broken. In the daily there, we have broken structure for me. Not yet. We haven't broken structure yet. That's still clinging on in there. But what we do have is a counter trend Gartley. Counter trend Gartley, still got to complete down here, A, B, C, D, quite a shallow retracement here. You can see the market cycle as well. This is a level 1. I think this is a component of this second push lower. So I think this will find a consolidation here. Ultimately, we're looking for shorts. If it starts showing me consolidation too, I don't believe this is it. If I start seeing it here, I might look for shorts to jump in on that bigger trend. ADUSD. So ADUSD is a massive one of the Mona Lisa examples. So here we are. We are here, literally. Look at this big version of it. 1, 2. We're just at the bottom of that. So this is where people are thinking they're buying off the bottom. Yes, they may be right. It's been validated already. We're all the way up here. For me, yes, I can justify there will be a bigger move here because we've got a 1, 2, and a 3, and we normally take out the top of 2. So that's bringing me up to the 800. Do I think it's going to happen? I think there's a chance it can happen. Particularly the structure we have here. This is the W. We have taken out, this would have been a decent buy here. Wouldn't have given much, wouldn't have given many pips, but that is a lovely second zone. Tiny third move though. You want more than that. But this is really on for a long. Really, really is on for a long. Second. Yeah, that is on. Okay. Keep you posted. Counter trend long, that is, because ultimately the big pattern is short, which I showed you in the first example, but I've got reasons to think it can go higher. Skip that, Euro AED, beast. We got into this down here. Crazy. That's 2 weeks of rise now. So we're expecting a third week of rise potentially on that. Now we have the big market cycle. Remember the picture. This is level 2, breaking out level 2 into level 3. We've completed what I can see as a harmonic ABCD here, AB. We've completed that ABCD and we got a reaction lower. What we're looking for is to start at level 2. So So we've been looking for level 2 to start there. This is level 1. So level 1, looking for level 2. This is where you have to start getting it. So we're looking for level 2 within level 2, pushing into the third zone. Simple concepts, but complicated to remember. Euro CAD broken out the first zone of consolidation. We've been in this fantastic trade. Say no more. What can I see going on here when I zoom out? We didn't get offered a retest here, but we have been in this. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're in this one. Down here. Wow. But you never hold on to these sort of gains. You know, you're out after 1 hour. But anyway, that's long. Euro NZD, another example, breaking out from the main level 2 consolidation. Absolutely madness. That is 1, 2. This is level 3. You're looking for longs off the 50. It needs to come back at some point. No point chasing that. That's on its way. Euro USD showing good signs. This is what I think AUD USD is going to do. Good bounce, waiting for a retest. I won't be trading that this week. Level 1 rise. GBP AUD again breaking out from the. This is actually a long now. That's really nice. It's a really, really top pattern that is. The only thing I don't like is the retest here isn't. It never happened. It did happen into this area, but I don't know if that's enough for me. I like body of the candle retests. So that's an interesting one. I'll have to keep an eye on this one because it could still go. Could still go, but that isn't a breaker structure at the top here. That's a test. So we need to do a proper break. And then we'll consider it. But this may flop back. But decent-ish setup. Write it down. Oh, excuse me. Save that. So we've got GBP CAD. That's another example of the pattern. Trading in line with this pattern. Once you realize it does exist, it is real. Use the EMAs to identify where you are. Broken out the second zone here. 3 pushes into it. You know, go back through the signals. You'll see that we've drawn this over the previous week ahead videos. No real opportunity there for me. We haven't had a retest yet. No retest, no trade. 1, 2, 3 weeks of rise. I expect this to go lower, but I'm not going to trade that lower. GBP CHF extremely choppy, gave us what we were looking for in the end, which was this pattern here. Level 2 into level 3, spike level 3 back into the zone, high highs and high lows. What's interesting with this one is we kind of went above and rejected this ledge. Now I need to watch that. I need to see that break. If that does break, it's off. GBP USD. We traded this, much like Euro USD, higher prices. That's really racing on now, level 1. We've been involved with this trade. Where did we get involved? We got involved this week. Yeah. We got involved here. It just showed exactly everything we wanted to see. And really pleased with that. NZD CAD. So NZD CAD completed the ABCD. What else? me. ABCD still to complete here. We've had a change. Need to see a break. It's done 1, 2, 3 up. Was a good trade. We took it here, gave us this. Entered DUSD. This was also a really good trade. I took this, but private for myself. Change break. This is on its way. It's creating a level one here. 3 pushes. W 1, 2, 3. Consolidate. We're looking for either an internal structure change or it will be a break and retest of the high. Let's do some of the crypto. So we've got Bitcoin at the minute. Let me show my views on Bitcoin. Start on the month. So on the month, I can identify one zone, 2 zones, one. I still think that this is a 2, but it could have chucked in a 3 up here. This green bit could have been a 3. I mean, the danger is that is it. That's the danger for Bitcoin. It's matured so much that I think if you're going to take this perspective seriously, then the top could well be in here. The only thing I would say, you need to see the 3 pushes above the break. You can't kind of see 3 pushes there. So we're either going to have another one, but a reset is painful. It's back down here. So Bitcoin looked really on edge, personally. Ripple, I mean, IG doesn't have the pricing, but you can clearly see it's done 3 up. It's done 1, 2, 3. I mean, that's a big old gap to fill back down to 70p. Is it going to happen? Difficult to know. Now, Stellar can't escape either. Stellar's really backfilling, but its chart's a lot more attractive. It hasn't done any of that. It's just level 1 at the minute, a massive level 1, but weak as piss. The whole market's really weak. Anyway, that's your little crypto update. Let's get on to gold. So gold, I'll offer you the same perspective. We did have a really good setup here. We sold it. We made our money on this. Then we had 1, 2, 3, an extended consolidation. Not sure what it wants to do here, break up or down. Let's look on the bigger time frame, see if there's a clue. Quite a complicated chart. Level 1, level 2. I thought this was a peak, but they seem to have extended the move. Now, on the monthly, it's quite telling that this is the third of the third. So we've got 1, 2, and then a 3, and we had a 1, 2, 3 within this zone. Completed the mother of God ABCDs, and we've just gone above that. So there's so much pressure on gold at the minute. Silver, in my opinion, is breaking out. This is a crucial trade, and I sent it last week, and I cut it because it gave me heat, and I didn't want heat going into the weekend, so I cut it. But it's really ready. It's really crazily ready. High, low. It's given us everything we want here. It's just a crazy trade. I want to see. I need to see more development, but this is one of my best setups. Real beauty. Should I do some indices? Let's have a look at some indices. US 500. Let's get you up on the big patterns. The US 500. This is you've always got to adjust. You don't adjust, you're left behind. So this again, adjusting this is pointing to this also being pretty much cooked. I don't know what it's going to mean for the crypto markets if this does happen. I mean, this is just going up in segments of 1, 2, 3. We can identify it here. It's all over the place. 1, 2, 3. I'd say that's pretty toppy. Wall Street, I'd say that's pretty toppy as well. Again, got to adjust. That's another 1, 2, 3 up as well. I don't trade indices. But yeah, that's just straight rising off the 50 as well. Is that just going to continue like that? Geez. USD Tech. I mean, that's mad. But you can see the pattern always. Pattern is always there. Seem not to be able to draw any more lines at the minute. So you can imagine there's one pattern and here's the other pattern. God. Um, there we are. Moving on to USD CAD. The computer's having a bit of a spasm at the minute. This is nice. Waiting for a retest, to be honest, on this. Completed its 1, 2, 3 up. Changed to the downside. Hasn't followed through yet. Not really watching this as long potential at the minute. Crude oil while we're here. Massive market maker cycle. Expect lower prices on crude. What else can I go through while I'm here? I think that's about it, folks. So yeah, appreciate the watching. If you have any interest in this methodology, I do have a parallel group called Melon's Trade, which is a less formal where people are able to chat ideas and we explain some of the concepts behind them. If you want to join that, please message me. Otherwise, have a good rest of your weekend and I wish you all the best. Cheers.